Good evening. Oh, hello. Yes. In theory, this is all working. Can you hear me? I can hear me. But I can hear me. I'm in the same room as me. In theory, the blue snowball is on. Ah, yes, of course. I get you. So for some reason, I've got echo. I don't like echo. It annoys me. Give me a moment. Advanced audio properties. I want monitor only. Oh, God. What are these things annoying? It's probably the webcam. Hello. Right. Desktop only. Monitor off. And output. Hello. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. There are indeed alt. Yes, I'm hearing an echo as well. Right, let's fix that then. Thank you. Hello. It could be. I've got multiple sources. It could well be blue snowball. Filters, properties, advanced audio properties. Blue snowball, monitor off. Monitor off. So, I'm talking now. Can you hear me? Can you hear me talking? I know there's going to be a short delay. Can you hear me speaking? Saucer Brain says sounds good here. Excellent. Yes, it's one of these. Yes, one of these settings. They have stupid names. So, Sangria. Tonight we are looking at a game called Caudillo. With hello, Sir Duncan. Salud. Tonight we're looking at a game called Caudillo by Richard Forsyth. A game for which there is no instructions. However, because I'm Mr. Clever Trousers, excellent. Boom, there we are. Because I am clever, I've worked it out. So, Caudillo. Option 1, start game. Option 2, load game. Option 3, 2 players. Option 4, no hidden movement. So obviously, I'm on my own. So let's press option 3. And I'm pressing 3 and nothing is happening. If I press 4, we flip between hidden movement and no hidden movement. So, is this game only 2-player? Not quite. I'm going to activate the debug screen, which I've now done. Make sure you can see the debug screen, which in theory you now can, just about. This is the debug screen in Spectaculator. And what I'm going to do is look for 2 players. And it finds us, make sure I can actually, if I move this over here, I need to make sure that you, my lovely viewers, yes, can see that this says 2 players. Capital T, 2 players. Okay? And underneath that, you've got no hidden movement. These are the strings of the game. I'm hoping you can still see this. Yes, you can. Excellent. So, oi, do you mind? I now look for 1 player. I cannot find 1 player with a capital 1. However, if I make it a lowercase 1, I find another string which says the save game is 1 player! Exclamation mark. And you can save your game in this. So I'm thinking that the game had different versions on each side. That maybe side A was 1 player, side B was 2 player. You could save the game in either, but you had to load it in the same version. So we're stuck with 2 players. This is a Z80 snapshot of the game. It only existed in 1992. There was 1 advert for it in Sinclair User. It cost $5.95, including postage and packaging. However, it was written in 1988. Let's make a note of our symbols. The Circles. Oh, yeah. Circle, big circle, and square are cities. The solid ones are nationalist cities. The hollow ones are Republican. The stripy bit is a impassable neutral country, such as Portugal or France. The sea is blue. You can't go in the sea. There's a river. There are mountains. At the bottom, you have forces. And some of those that were forces are the same that burn crosses. Those are the ones on the right. On the left, you've got the nationalists. The numbers, I believe, are... The first number is attack. The second number, I believe, is defence. And the fourth number is movement. The Nazis, in the middle, are 2-4. I believe this is because it's the Condor Legion, who are an airborne unit, therefore have no defence. They just fly around. And the same on the right-hand side, you've got various militia units and the Soviets. We're going to have hidden movement, so it's easy, which makes it easy for me to know what the hell's going on. And we're going to start the game. So, we see here little like wheat sheaf symbols. That's the symbol of the Phalange. Now, we're starting off as the Republic. So, I'm wearing a beret in honour of the Republic. Spain in the 30s was not a happy place. It wasn't... Oh, yes. The trouble is... Thank you, Axmania. The trouble is, it had gone away on my screen, but doesn't go away on your screen. So I've started the game, and we have hidden movement. So the units you can see with numbers, they are my units. The black units with the sort of wheat sheaf thing, that's the symbol of the Phalange, which is a sort of Spanish fascist party. Spain was not a happy place. We'd been a republic now for about 5 years, and every time there was an election, there was violence. The right would riot, or the left would riot, and everybody hated each other. The army had been reduced in size. In 1931, 1 in 6 soldiers was an officer, so the Republic decided to pension them off, which they did. They got rid of half the officers, who basically gave them generous pensions. Off you go to early retirement, lads, off you go. The army didn't like that. And there was the army in Morocco, who was very active, and they didn't like that either. So the Republic weren't entirely daft. Oh, thank you. I'll be changing hats, so we know whose side I'm on. At the moment, I'm definitely the goodies. Later on, it gets a lot blurrier. At the moment, I'm the goodies, which is the Republic. So the Republic knew that stuff was going to happen, and they sent the chief of staff of the army, Francisco Franco. Yeah, sent him to the Canary Islands. Out of the way, go away somewhere. So keep him out of trouble. So these are the Canary Islands. But now there's been a coup. It's now August 1936, and we're in the setup phase for the Republic. Oh, I'll see what I can do, Justin. Because we want Mr. Justin to be happy. I can make it bigger. Where's the webcam gone? New webcam. Now, can I make the webcam bigger? Properties. Configure video. That's his brightness. Hello, Tall Dave. I'm just going to work out... Oh, no. Let's see. Is this any better? So I've tried to increase the resolution of the camera. Let's know if that's okay. Well, let you think. While you're thinking about that, I'll make the camera bigger, because I'm going to explain to you the controls. And this will also be useful for the future. This is a Spectrum keyboard. We have to use various keys to move around. So, the game is based on hexagons. The hexagons are obviously squares, but they're laid out that way. So W is up and left. E is up and right. D is right. X is down and right. Z is down and left. A is left. S to select. Q is basically help. So you move around these hexagons using these keys here, and S to select. And Q is get the help. It's close, but it's not too bad. Not too bad, Tim Pop. Not too bad. Make sure that doesn't spill my sangria. Let's make this a little bit smaller. And let's go on a spectaculator. Make that a little bit bigger. So we can see nicely. Indeed. Right, that's a bit bigger for everyone. Let's get into the game. So, this is the setup phase. We have to place various units around. I can only place units in friendly cities to me. So, friendly cities are these empty ones. So, Gandesa, for instance, I can place a Republican militia there. There's Valencia. There's Alicante. Got various baddie units. I want to try and protect some of these cities. So this is a unknown enemy unit in Granada. So I'm going to place this unit in Almeria. And I press S, puts him in there. There's another little city lurking here, Malaga. Keep Malaga safe. See, there's various fascist units to the south. That's the army of Morocco. They're coming in later. I've got an area over here by the Portuguese border. Portugal was controlled by a Portuguese dictator called Salazar. He's going to be very friendly to the nationalists. Here's Badajoz. Now the Spanish Sixth Army, that's a bit stronger. So to pop him in the middle, in Murcia. The Assault Guards were part of the police, but they're more like SWAT or the riot police. So I'm going to put them in Alicante. Got the Civil Guards or the Guardia Civil. Pop them in Gandesa. So now we've changed sides. We're now the nationalists. I need to change hat. We're now the baddies. So wearing a hat. So the army split in the middle. The army in Morocco went pretty much for the nationalists. The army in Spain was pretty much for the loyalists. So it did split half and half. But pretty much straight away, the nationalists asked for help from Italy and Germany. So this is the Civil Guards. They do. They also got 10 of the 18 tanks. The Republic got 8 tanks. The nationalists got 10. So here's Leon. The nationalists are strong in the northwest. The Republic is strong in the north. These are industrial areas. Because they're industrial, there are lots of workers. They're loyal to the Republic. We managed to capture Toledo, though, with a right-wing militia. That was our only uprising that was successful. So we're going to reinforce ourselves in the south. We have right-wing militias. Here's Aragon. Oh, indeed, yeah, we're far too hot. So we put various right-wing militias in Aragon. The Spanish 8th Army, again, that's pretty strong. So I don't think we're going to be able to capture Madrid anytime soon. So once you get used to the keys, you move around the map pretty easily. I'm going to put the Spanish 8th Army, not commanded by Montgomery, up here. And the Spanish 7th Army in Old Castile. Various cities. The numbers, I believe, represent victory points. So we have a number of decent army units. Now it's the supply phase. Please wait a moment. It's quite nice, this sangria. So now, because the nationalists started it, they get to go first. So movement. So we're going to take the Spanish First Army in Burgos. Has 4 movement points. Press S to select. And I'm going to move it over the mountains. 2 points. And then into Santander. So I've managed to capture. An excellent first start for the baddies. Falange Militia, these are fascists. I cross the river. That's 1 point. And then carry on moving up to into the Basque country. Right-wing militia into Basque country. Moving up into them. These are Carlists. Carlists are monarchists, but not for the monarch they used to have, but a nether monarch. Because Spain, indeed, Spain swapped dynasties. Now, Spain did well at the First World War. So, I mentioned this because Spain's gold reserves at this time were the 4th largest in the entire world. This will come up later. Spain was neutral. Because Spain was neutral, we're going to advance now towards the coast into Aragon. Spain was neutral, so made lots of money in industry, lots of workers, lots of industrial production. Everyone was happy until such time as all the jobs stopped. Once the jobs stopped, people were less happy. Cross the river, that's 2 points. Into the plain. Once we're next to an enemy unit, the red, yellow and magenta represents the Republic. We're not quite sure who they are though. So we're advancing up towards Madrid, where the action is. Civil Guards. Moving towards Madrid. So in Spain, this is all quite a sensitive topic. In 1977, there's passed a law. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I read a book last night. I got a book on the Kindle. Basically, about the Spanish Civil War in an hour. And then read another one as well. What I'm trying to do is... These are Carlists. No, these are right-wing militia. Move them along. We need to capture a port on the southeast coast. So we've moved them. Now, once we've finished moving... And I think we've moved everyone we can. Let's make sure we have. Oh no, we've got more people who can move. We want to capture Madrid. Oh, but that's the capital. And where the gold is. Oh, it absolutely is. I've got historical atlases in my toilet, which I read quite a lot of. So in 1977, they basically passed a law saying that, essentially a don't mention the war law. Because it's like, it got really nasty, the Civil War. Like, really, really nasty. And it's like, yeah, this is not go on about it. It's over now. We've got rid of Franco. Let's just stop. So you won't find a lot of activity around the Civil War. It's like generally says, no, just leave it. It's just too nasty. So there aren't many. So I'm going to press break now. Pressing break is end of phase. So it's now the nationalist combat phase. The way combat works is you select your units you want to attack. So this is going to be my right-wing militias. And you can select multiple units at the same time. So I've got 3 of them. So these 3 units here. I've got a total attack strength of 6. And I'm going to attack Gandesa. Oh. Thank you for the follow. Hang on. Stay King 101. So I believe I press... there are not enough supply points. So I'd like to attack here, but I haven't got enough supply points to do so. Okay. Let's now try this guy. These 2 guys are trying to attack Lerida. Can I do that? A ground unit is... because I've got these guys selected, I have to go and unselect them. So this game had instructions when you bought it. I've not bought it. Aha! Right, here we are. So, I've attacked. Yes, oh, that's nice that. I had a strength of 3 versus strength of 3. And the combat ratio was 1-to-1. The combat result is attacker 1. So something has happened. And I believe the Republic gets to advance. And advancing is done with enter. Not space, not S. So the right-wing militia lost that combat. Let's now try a phalange militia. Actually, not going to have you, because you're a bit shit. We're going to have the right-wing militia. So I'm learning this together. And the Carlists are going to attack San Sebastian / Iran. This is 2 cities. And again, not enough supply points. Because you haven't got enough equipment. Let's try this one up here. Oh, do you mind? Hello. What happened there? I saw Italians then for a second. Very mysterious. So Spanish Second Army. And the Phalange Militia, not Fourage. And this lot are going to attack this guy in the end. Not enough supply points. Okay, I think we've run out of... We need to have more supply points to attack. So we're going to save our supply points. Press break. Reinforcements. Moroccans. Now note the numbers 464. These are stronger units. So can I put them up here, you might say? Can I put them here? No. Has to be... Ah, okay. This is the Spanish Civil War. I'm currently the baddies, the nationalists. The army of Morocco is coming over. And they're going to land in Granada. Supply phase, please wait a moment. I believe I need to change hats any second now. Any second now. So now, evil hat goes on, good hat goes on. I'm now the Republic. So now we see lots of these mysterious and nasty fascist units. So I get to try and do some movement. So I'm moving to attack the Phalange. Please menace them. I've got a decent army here in Albacete. So we're threatening. Look at that. That's quite threatening, isn't it? That is quite threatening. I might be able to retake Toledo. Up here is quite menacing, but we can move our armies up and around. Try and protect our cities, though. Because even at the end of the Civil War, when the Republic was down to Madrid and Barcelona, they still controlled half the population of Spain. So that's where what the population is. I want to protect this city. This is Barcelona. We'll keep Barcelona safe. Keep our cities safe. Tarragon. Stop them getting advantage of the sea. This guy is in Puig Cerda. And up. We're trapped on the north coast here. That's not so good. But down here, our militia can capture... Oh, if I can select him. Oh no, he can't move. He's out of supply, therefore cannot move. Indeed, let's find where Seville is. Yes, they've managed to capture Seville. Seville was loyal to the nationalists. So currently they're strong in the south. They're trying to capture Almeria. They're also more like to capture Malaga. The Phalange need a port on the southeast coast. So the Republic has moved. We've got quite a lot of supply though, which is nice. The Republic has lots of supply at the start. So in theory, I'm hoping I can select all these units and then select this unit to attack. Look at that. So we're attacking with 4 units versus 1. Strength is 9 to 5. I can buy extra attack resources. Yeah, I'm going to get better odds. And I've wiped out the enemy unit. So take that, Carlists. This is really nice, this Sangria. So I believe the Carlists are wiped out. And I'm going to have... I selected a unit to advance. This one. And that advances to there. So we've wiped out an enemy unit. This makes me happy. We're also going to try and do the same thing around Madrid. And try and recapture Toledo, which was ours, but then bastards have captured it. We've got a 7 to 2. We're not going to buy any resources because we outnumber them 3 to 1. Defender retreats. DR, defender retreats. So the 1, 2, 3 Moscado unit has to pull back. And I'm going to make this unit, the Spanish 5th Army, advance. A victory for the Republic. Hooray! Now up here, I don't think it's worth attacking though. So at the moment, the baddies are winning, but it's early doors yet. And you press. Take the game to tape. No. Either player to concede. No. Supply phase. I believe we now swap hats. We'll find out. Yes, we swap hats. Because at the moment, it's goodies versus baddies. Later on, it gets worse. At the moment, goodies versus baddies. So the nationalists get to move. So we're going to take the Spanish First Army and march him along the coast. See what I'm trying to do here? Try and get rid of these guys. Shuffle them along. And make sure we keep our eye on Oviedo. Oviedo is where Franco got married, by the way. We're going to push down. We want to capture Madrid, you see. We've got some quite powerful units near Madrid. So you move the keys. Remember the WEADZX for moving around the cursor. So you've got quite a strong force around Madrid. And you've got quite a reasonable force around here. We must capture a port, though. So I'll try and capture Malaga. He's out of supply. And this is the Spanish Third Army. Let's cross the river and we're done. I think that's all we're doing for now. So we're advancing on various fronts. Now, nationalist combat phase, we've got a lot more supply now. We've got 25 supply points. Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's Sir Duncan's in Spain now. No worries, Turbo. Have a nice evening. I played backgammon with my wife earlier and then Monopoly Deal. I won both of them. Of course, in this game, I'm guaranteed to win because I'm playing both sides. So the Spanish First Army and the Falange Militia and the Spanish Second Army are going to attack this square here, which is occupied by a 2-3-3 Republican unit. And we're going to attack. They've got 2-1 odds. And we're not going to attack anybody. And the Asturian miners are defeated. That's an exchange result. Basically, both sides lose a unit. The Asturian miners obviously weren't keen on the nationalists. So I have to eliminate a crap unit. And then this army can advance. So we're squashing them in. So now let's do another attack. The Carlists and the right-wing militia versus whatever this unit was in San Sebastian. That's worth 2 separate points. Buy stronger defences. Yes. So the Republic's going to improve their defences. But the nationalists are going to buy better attack as well. You spend extra supply points. And that was Defender eliminated. The Basque militia have been destroyed. A bad news for the Republic. And we've captured those 2 cities. Oh dear. And now right-wing militias are going to try and push towards the coast. Towards Gandesa. 1-1 odds. We're going to buy better defences and better attack. And the... Is it Risk? Risk is a bit like this. So the civil guards have been wiped out. So one of the attackers has been eliminated. So I'm going to choose one of the crap ones, this one. And the Republic is going to advance, which is risky. So now let's do an attack towards Madrid. The Spanish 7th Army, the Falange Militia, and the 4th Army versus this. It's a mountain. Let's find out if that makes a difference. Yes, that's quite all right. Yes, we've now used all our supplies up, so we can't attack anymore. We get some more Moroccans though. Moroccans are coming in, flying over from Morocco. So there's Morocco down there. And we need to reinforce. I think we should reinforce up here in Cordoba. I believe now change hats. So wear this so you know which side I'm playing. See? Nice beret, the goodies. So, Republican movement phase. So we're doing alright at the moment. We're going to push and try and liberate the south coast. I don't think you can stack units. So you can't have multiple units in the same square. Only one unit per square, I think, of land units. I think air forces are different. And the anarchist militia, the FAI, are also going to advance. Risky, I know, but we're going to try it. And the nationalists have left a city open. So the anarchists are going to advance and cock it up and not capture Seville. So I got it wrong. So when the Republic, they decided, yeah, what we're going to do, we're going to have a revolutionary army, and yeah, we're going to not have any officers, and all decisions will be made by soldiers' councils. And that was not a good idea, because it took a long time to make decisions that way, and sometimes it took so long that the battles were over. We're going to try to outflank the baddies. If you're next to your enemy unit, you can move, but if you end next to them, you've got to stop. So this is risky. I'm leaving Valencia quite wide open. So what I'm going to do is send the assault guards into Valencia to protect it. Barcelona, we've got a decent front. So it's all about surrounding the enemy and then wiping them out, because they're baddies and we don't like them. Asturias is, I think, a bit screwed. We can try something Spanish. Let's see what we got. Oh, this year we're off to sunny Spain. Yeah, viva España. We're taking the Costa Brava Spain. Yeah, viva España. If you like to rock a matador in some cool cabana and reach it by the school. Where are the words? Here we are. Hang on. I've got the lyrics here somewhere. No, those aren't the words. They aren't the proper words. Not by Black Lace. Land of Love, my Spain, my ball. No. I think this is the one. Where are the lyrics? Where are the lyrics? Oh, la 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 la. Right. Lyrics for Aviva España. So I can't spell. Right. Oh, this year I'm off. There we are. All the ladies fell for Rudolph Valentino. He had a beano back in those balmy days. He knew each every time he met an icy creature. You've got to teach her hot-blooded Latin ways. But even Rudy would have felt the strain of making smooth advances in the rain. Oh, this year I'm off to sunny Spain. Ya viva España. I'm taking the Costa Brava plain. Ya viva España. If you'd like to chat a matador in some cool cabana and meet senoritas by the score. España, por favor. Song by Sylvia Vrethammer. There we are. Indeed. I've heard of worse musicals. Hello there, Ben. It's all going with the Spanish Civil War. I'm wearing different hats. And there was a show called Brass Eye. It was like a comedy news show. They made up a musical called Sutcliffe about the Yorkshire Ripper. So I think I'm trying to what am I doing? I'm combat phase, yes. I'm doing a big push in Catalonia. Oh, it's worth a go, yeah. So I'm selecting all these. You select all the units with S. Find the unit you want to attack. Press S. 3 to 1. We don't want any extra attack resources. And defend a retreat. So we made these nasty militia retreat, which is nice. Choose a unit to advance. I'm choosing this one. Of course, I've got different hats. So at the moment, I'm going for like sort of Basque Shepherd kind of thing. I've got another hat for the nationalists. Later on, let's give me a different hat. when the communists get more in charge. So I've got 5 supply points left, so I can't attack everywhere. So I don't know. This is hello there, Gaz. Actually, not bugger. Exchange. I should have attacked in the south. Okay, one moment. Google Translate. Swap over. What they say in Spain? Terry, capture our Madrid. Espero que haya una bebida para mí. Parasito! There we are. Mind you in Spain. I went to the church where Franca got married. That's in Oviedo. So essentially that's an exchange result. I attacked in the wrong area. I should have attacked in the south, but I forgot. Because I'm a silly man. So what that means is they lose a piece and I lose a piece. So I'm going to choose this unit down here, which is a bit shit. And I'm going to have this unit advance. The Spanish 5th Army. And now I've got no supplies. So this unit here, although it's buggered, I can't attack it. Because I'm very silly. So currently, the Nationalists have 3 victory points. Republicans have 2. So the baddies are still winning. Press S to select. Don't save to tape. We aren't conceding. Swap hats. The baddie hat. Got to wear a baddie hat. So now the Nationalist, this is Caudillo. It's an X-Spectrum game from 1988. There was an advert for it in 1992. There's only one image for it, and there's no instructions. So I basically worked out how to play it as I went along. So I get to move, and the Spanish 3rd Army are going to march into Seville, make sure it's safe. The Moroccans, who are stronger, 464, the Spanish Civil War indeed, or as it's called in Spain, the War. Although they don't talk about it much because it's really horrible. And I really must try and capture a port. So I'm going to move my militias around and try and capture Malaga. So we've got quite a strong force around Madrid. We're doing very well in the north. Not so well in Catalonia. Lots of supply though. We like supply. So now we choose our attack. We have lots of supply points. So first of all, I'm going to try and capture Malaga. You select unit with S. Multiple units can attack. All World War One. Spain did well at World War One. Made lots of gold. Quadrupled its gold reserves and wiped out its external debt. And then things went a bit wrong in the 20s. Because they sent an army into Morocco, which got badly defeated. So we're going to try and capture Malaga. So, it's 6 to 4.5. I think because it's mountains, because Malaga's in the mountains, the defender gets a bonus, 50% bonus. So, it's 1 to 1. That's risky. I'm going to buy extra resources, which cost more money. So now, we did not win. Absolutely, yeah. It's seriously that it's in the 30s. It got very nasty on both sides. Although as someone says that if it's not a case of black and white, but black and increasingly dark grey. Because the Republic started out, there was problems with anti-clericalism and murders of other politicians, but the right wing was doing is just go shooting all the workers. And it's like it was just really horrible. So the Nationalists have not captured Malaga. In real life, they captured Malaga, and then the Italian Navy shelled the refugees. As they were going along the coastal road, the Italian Navy were just shooting at the refugee column, which was vile. And in the 1980s, you could still find bones along the side of the road. It was like, Jesus Christ. It's fucking vile what went on. So we've lost one of our units. This is bad. I'm going to eliminate this one. They're all the same. But I've lost one. Press enter. Now, I don't want to advance. So you don't have to advance after combat. So now the nationalists again going to attack. So the Moroccans are in a tough position here. So they're going to try and fight their way out, surrounding this unit here. We outnumber them 2-1. So we're not going to buy extra resources. And the defender must retreat. DR defender retreats. The middle unit is defence. The first unit is attack. So the anarchist militia, the FAI, have to retreat somewhere. And this unit is going to advance out of the way. So we're going to lose Granada, but we've got a lot of powerful units coming, which you don't want. Now we've got lots of supply left. So the Civil Guards, and the 4th Army are going to attack Talavera. If you know Sharp, this comes up in Sharp's Eagle, Talavera. 2-1 odds. Extra defence because it's in a fortress. We are going to buy extra resources. And we've forced the Republicans out of Talavera. We're one step closer to Madrid. See there, Talavera, the white circle, the triangles represent mountains. And exactly, to be fair, if you look at stuff like Yugoslavia, same thing happened in Yugoslavia. But then people do get better eventually. As my book in the toilet says, it wasn't that long ago, because remember, Franco only died right when I was born. There was a party in Spain whose motto was, "Down with intelligence, long live death." And now Spain is just a perfectly nice country. Perfectly nice, decent people. I'm going to advance one of my units. This one into Talavera. Now, I've already attacked, so I can't attack again. And I'm going to take the Spanish 7th Army and the Phalange Militia to attack Brunete. That's really risky. So I'm going to buy more, I'll spend more supply. And again, good luck for the nationalists. I forced out them from Brunete. And I'm going to make this unit. Actually, no, I'm going to make... Sorry. Oh, absolutely. Algeria had the same thing. If you wore glasses, you're an intellectual. Now, we've still got supplies left. So we're going to attack on the north coast. 10 supply points left. I've lost my keys. Oh, you can't move into the sea, even if you're going in a straight line. So the 1st Army... No worries, mate. You keep safe. And the 2nd Army and the Phalange Militia are all going to attack Gijón. And we can't spend any more. Defender must retreat, the Asturian miners. And this unit is going to advance. We've captured Gijón. So we're wiping them out on the north coast. We've got 2 supply points left, which is not enough to attack. Reinforcement, we get some more Moroccans. Now, I left Granada empty. Not anymore, it's not. We now have some Italian infantry. The question is, can we put it anywhere? Can I put it in Algeciras? No, I can't. It's not on the southeast coast. That's Gibraltar. I can't put it there. I've not captured Malaga. Almeria is empty, but I don't control it. I control nothing on the southeast coast, so I can't put down the Italian infantry. The Italians eventually sent 50,000 men into Spain. Now, the German Condor Legion is a bit easier. Note that is a Nazi unit. They asked the Nazis for help. The Moroccans were flown over with Italian planes and also German planes. And the Nazis thought, yeah, we can send in old shitty planes. They said, no, don't do that. Send the best planes we've got and you can use it as practice, which they did in really horrible ways. So the Condor Legion's going to come in and they're going to come in to Avila. That's basically the Luftwaffe. Britain and France have gone, we don't want to be, we want no intervention in the Civil War, which is like, okay. So essentially what they did was they recognised the Republican government, but refused to sell them weapons. So the Spanish government were allowed to buy weapons, but Britain and France would stop them. And it's like, don't do that, because how are they meant to survive if they can't buy weapons? And what Britain and France were doing was illegal. Because, no, countries are allowed to buy weapons. So I moved my militias up, try into the Basque Country. It does, absolutely does. Some people are genuinely horrible. These miners are doomed, by the way, so I'm leaving them alone. If I move the anarchist militia forward, Madrid's not in a good place. However, these places are pretty good. So again, I'm going to move everyone around. And this time, I'm going to make sure I get rid of these Moroccans. This is the army from Morocco. Apparently, they got the Moroccans on side by telling them that the Republic was going to abolish Allah. Which, strangely enough, didn't go down very well. So they're in Seville. I've lost Seville. So I'm going to cross the river. I'm going to try and cross the river into Loro del Rio. I think that's all our movement. See, no, but we're running out of soldiers. Because what the Republic did was when the revolt happened, it's now November, December, they armed the people. So they gave out weapons to everyone who would help. Workers groups, miners, anarchist groups, trade unions. And that was fine. Now I've got a unit here which is good. I need to move you to save Madrid. And then eventually, though, they're not getting supplies, not getting reinforcements. Whereas the nationalists were getting reinforcements. It's all the Germans and the Italians are coming. So now it is nationalist combat. So that's I want to keep Madrid safe, actually. Remember, we want to try and wipe out these Moroccans, who are quite strong. I didn't want to do that. So basically, I've attacked badly. AE attacked at 1 to 3 odds, which is stupid. And I've lost unit to the Moroccans. AE attacker eliminated. And the Republic are not going... The Nationalists are not going to advance. But what we are going to do is attack properly with these units. It's 1 to 1 odds. We are going to buy extra resources. And we've lost another unit as well. We've attacked, we've beaten at very bad odds. And the Republic again... Actually, the Nationalists are going to advance. We're not attacking in the south. We're not attacking in the middle. We are going to attack in Catalonia, though, because we surrounded some units here. And we hopefully wipe some of these fascist bastards out. There's 3 of them. These 4 versus this guy. 3 to 1 odds. And we've wiped them out. And I'm going to have this unit advance. And hopefully we do the same trick up here. The Catalan militia, and the Catalan assault guards versus this guy. Not enough supply points. Okay. So you can't attack because we ran out of supply points. But we gave it a go. We got reinforcements. The Soviet Air Force are now coming to help. Now the Soviets were not super nice. They did give help. Let's send them into Madrid. They wanted help. They sent help to help the Republic. They wanted gold for it, and they got, I think, 3/4 of the Spanish gold reserve. Basically, eventually went to the Soviet Union. Basically, they had to pay for the nose. Sangria is nice. So currently, Nationalists 8, Republicans 4. Don't save the tape. No one's conceding. We now have Nazis and Communists. And the Communists are not going to be very nice. See, look at that nationalist movement phase. Madrid is that square in the middle. So we're going to try and drive them out. So we're going to try and move around them. Now, what I'm not sure about is how the Condor Legion works. I can't see my keys. Once you move next to it, S means select. Here's the Condor Legion, who are obviously they're back there, the Nazis. They can move 4 spaces. I think they're now... I think because I'm airborne, I get to ignore... Oh, I can move where I like. I think maybe I have to... I can't stop there, it says. But maybe I can stop in... I have to stop in a city. But I've moved there now, which is fine. I need to capture a port on the south coast. I've captured a port on the south coast, Almeria. I better reinforce Granada. And let's try and go for Malaga. See what's surrounding Malaga. And that'll do for now. Move to the combat phase. You move to the next phase by pressing break. Portugal on supply points. Moroccans, right wing militia versus Malaga. 3-2 odds. Yeah, I'm gonna buy more resources. That's an exchange. I lose a unit. He uses a unit. So we're gonna lose militias. So we don't want to lose. We do not want to use the Moroccans. I think you're right, actually. I do remember that. I've now captured Malaga. People are going to flee along the coast, say to here, and the Italian Navy are going to massacre them. And also I think the Air Force gets involved as well, which is vile. So now we're going to attack into this square. Again, increase our odds, force the Republic back, and neither of us want to advance. So you don't have to advance. Bastards. So now we've got various units and a Condor Legion apparently. So we can do an attack on Madrid. So let's try attacking Madrid. 2-1 odds, pretty good. Extra resources, and I think we've captured Madrid. So the Soviets have to retreat. The Soviet Air Force has to retreat to a nearby city. They're going to Ciudad Real. This unit retreats to that one there. And I want this unit to advance. I've now captured Madrid. Madrid in real life held out for 3 years. And the motto was no pasarán, they shall not pass. When the nationalists eventually captured Madrid, they said, habemos pasado, or we have passed. Because they were like that. So let's now finish off these miners. I think the attack points, it's every point of attack costs a supply points. That's 3, 5, 8 supply points to attack the miners. 2-1 odds. Yeah, let's buy another exchange. So we use a lunit, they use a lunit. They lose it's sangria. So essentially, we lose one of our crap units, and they use the miners, and we advance. And we're now out of supply. This is January, February 1937. We now get some Italian infantry coming in. The question is, can I put it into Almeria? No, because there's already a city there. I can't put it into... I need to move out of these cities in order to put the Italians in. The Italians are pretty good. 3-5-3. It's very nice there. So this game has no instructions. I've worked it out myself because I'm Mr. Clever Trousers. I believe on the other side of the tape there's a single player game, so you don't have to keep swapping hats. Oh dear. So we've lost unit. Apparently got units to be unsupplied because we haven't got enough supplies. So I'm going to choose if I can units that are quite that one because it's a bit spare, and actually yeah, the one on the that's the Spanish Air Force. I better move that, and this militia here. Okay. Right, sorry. I think I can move now. Maybe can I move? It does. It's rather nice. So let's select this unit. No, I want you. What you? Okay, no. You. Select. Space. Ah, here we are. What? Supply X means he's got out of supply. That was deliberate. So I'm now going to try and reinforce and try and recapture Madrid. And the Spanish Air Force should probably move. Because they're a bit wasted there. So I need to move. I think I need to move to a friendly city. Unfortunately, there aren't. Actually, there might be one down here. There we are. Huelva. There we are. You're in the mountains. You're going to stay in the mountain. Actually, you're going to capture Granada. They shouldn't have left it empty. You're going to surround you because you're an arsehole. You're going to advance. See, we got Catalonia's pretty safe now. You're out of supply. You're in supply. You're going to move. Basically, completely surround him and wipe him out because that's the way I like to. He's out of supply anyway. He can't move. You're in supply, and you just try and save the Basques, I think. Excuse me. Combat phase. Let's try and save the Basques. In 1937, at the end of it, the Basques signed a peace treaty. So it's 1-to-1 odds, which isn't great. So let's buy extra resources and force the Carlists, who are Spanish royalists, to retreat. And I want this unit on the French border to advance. And it's also now... I can't attack this guy, but he ain't going nowhere fast, though, which is alright. So I've not got much supply. Ooh! Soviet armour. 586. The Soviets are sending tanks into Valencia. We got reinforcements. Republican militia. Have that there. Currently, the baddies are definitely winning. I have a separate hat for later. The reason I have a separate hat is as the Soviets gain influence, they start sending in the NKVD. There were two communist parties in Spain. The Communist Party, that was loyal to Moscow, and the POUM, who were Trotskyists, who were not loyal to Moscow. And as the Soviets gained influence, as the only people who were helping the Republic at a high cost, they basically went around murdering everyone else. So George Orwell was sentenced to death in his absence for being a fascist by the communists. Because they wanted Spain to be controlled by Moscow. So we've captured Malaga. What we need to do, though, is leave Malaga to get the Italians in. Captured Jaén. There we are. All there. I can capture Badajoz. So now I've got lots of units up in the mountains. So let's send them along the coast to get rid of the Basques. Because remember, there's a lot of separatism going on, and always had been, both from the Basques and from the Catalans. And at various times they were promised self-government of varying sorts. So around Madrid's not too bad. In the south we're doing pretty good. I need to recapture Granada though, and then move up the coast. Combat phase, 2 units versus, I guess, anarchist militia. This is March, April 1937. 3-2. We're not going to buy extra attack resources. We exchange, which actually hurts us. However, we have captured Granada and wiped out a Spanish army. And we captured Granada. But we've lost one of our Moroccan units, which is one of our best nationalist units. We're now going to try and the Civil Guards and the Condor Legion and the Spanish 4th Army versus these guys in Toledo. 2-1 odds. Defender eliminated. So that's a decent Spanish army there being wiped out. And the unit to advance is going to be this one. No. You press enter to select it. It's a little bit fiddly. That's the civil guards. They captured Toledo. 15 supply points left. I don't think I want to attack the Basques yet. We captured Madrid, so we're doing pretty well. Unfortunately for Spain, because I'm the baddies. Reinforcement phase. So we now get to use the Italians in Almeria. A new unit to the Spanish 8th Army. It has to be in a city I control. So I think should be. I'm worried about here, so let's put it in Pamplona. I can't put it in Pamplona. Because I think because I captured Pamplona. I can put it in Vitoria though. And I'm worried about my flank. I can put it in Teruel. Not in Belkite. I can put it in Saragossa though. It has to be cities that I control. Oh, that's nice. Supply phase of the Republic. So although it's a Spanish Civil War, you also had 50,000 Italians running around, about 10,000 Germans, and hundreds of Soviets, but also a Soviet Air Force and tanks. So again, we've got issues in the Republic. We are running out of supplies. So I have to select a unit to be unsupplied. So I'm going to set a unit at the back by pressing Enter. I think. No. I'm pressing S to... I'm trying to find a unit to unsupply. It's a little bit fiddly. Not the Soviet armour. I want a unit at the back. Jesus Christ. He's already out of supply. It's S to select. Sorry folks, I'm trying to find out where... I don't want to unsupply a good unit. Right, Enter does it, by the way. And I get to move. Soviet armour gets to move 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Valencia is open, which we don't want. So we guard it there. We want to advance around this guy. And also we try and save the Basques. So I think if he can't move, so he can't move, therefore we can't attack. So they're in trouble. Leave them there for now. Whereas Madrid is there. So I'm going to advance and advance. Now we have an international brigade. So the Soviet Union encouraged the Internationale to get people to help Spain. Now the big thing was, don't let on it's the communists behind it. So it's called various other units. So basically, the idea is you were going to help fight fascism. You were fighting fascism, not helping the communists. So the Soviet Union was sneaky. Combat phase now. We're going to attack this unit here. 2-to-1 odds. Don't waste our supplies. And we do a swapsy. So a right-wing militia and a left-wing militia. So I'm choosing there. And we're going to capture Saragossa, which is good. 11 supply left. We don't want to run out of supply. So we'll stay where we are for... Actually, can I, with my anarchist militia and the Spanish Air Force, attack Seville? That was a bad idea. Do buy extra resources and we lose a unit. It's going to be... No. It's going to be them. And we've lost Seville. And Laura del Rio. Oh dear. We have reinforcements now. Soviet infantry. I think at this stage, I'm going to swap hats. Because I think without the Soviets, we're stuffed. At the Republic, we've got various militias, but we're not doing very well. We're going to lose the Basque country. We can't put it in Pamplona. or Huesca. We have to put it in our own little lands. Up here. 18 to the nationalists. Don't save the tape. Don't concede. Swap hats. The definitely baddie hat. It's nice though. It's only 5%. It does go to the head though. It was... Right. Nationalist baddie movement phase. It's good to have hidden movements. You can't see what the units are. You use the keys W, E, A, D, Z, X to move the cursor around. The baddies have already captured Madrid. We're strong in the south. The Italians are going to advance up the coast and trying to threaten the land here, as are the Moroccans. Oh yes, I have saved it earlier just to see what it was like, but it was interesting that it knows that it's a two-player game. So without pushing forward in the south, this is not looking good for the Republic. Captured Jaén. Spanish army's moving up. So we've got pretty much the border covered. We're now going to try to eliminate the Basque country. We can't cross the river though. The river's too strong. Let's cross the mountains. And you are going to go there and up there. Up there. Now, Catalonia's not doing very well. So what we're going to try and do is retreat a bit. And then we're stuck. I'm going to attack. We're going to concentrate on the central front. Up here. The Spanish 7th Army, the 4th Army, the Condor Legion are going to attack this unit. Now, because we're using an air unit and the Soviets are nearby, they get to use an air unit to defend. So we're going to say yes, the Soviets are going to fight the Nazis. So they're fighting off. It's 2-to-1 odds, and we're not going to buy any extra units, and we do a swapsy, which works better for the Republic than the Nationalists, because they've only got a crap unit. So we lose a good unit, and they use... I could lose the Soviet Air Force, but I'm going to need it. But I've also left Madrid open, which is a little bit risky. So leave that for now. And nothing fighting down here. So it's an interesting game. Very little known about it. There are 2 videos about it on YouTube, neither of which are very good, because they don't explain what goes on. Again, 2-to-1 odds. The numbers are... Number 233 means 2 is attack, 3 is defend, 3 is movement. So I've got 2, 5, 8 attack points versus 3 defence points. The second number is defence. I could spend extra resources to attack. Yes. And I made the Basque militia retreat. And I'm going to make this unit here advance to capture Bilbao, which is worth 2 points. And that's going to be us for this turn. We got more reinforcements. So I'm going to send more Italians down here. The Spanish 4th Army appears. Can I put it in Madrid? No, I can't put it in Madrid, James. That's cheating. Sorry. I can put it in Avila, though. And I can put a right-wing militia, which I can put in any... These cities are empty, so I'll pop them there. Change hats. Remember, we're now very much dependent on the Soviet Union for help, and they are making us pay with all our gold. So basically, after the Civil War, Spain was then very poor because it had lost most of its gold reserves. You need gold to buy things internationally. The Republic could have survived maybe if Britain and France have actually helped it rather than getting in the way. Towards the end, it was stuff like the British Navy was doing a blockade, watching British food ships being sunk by the nationalists under the eyes of the Royal Navy and doing nothing. So we've got to unsupply 5 units. So we're going to choose units at the back. So let's say the Catalan militia, maybe. Not the assault guards, they're good. Not the civil guards. Not the international brigade. Not the air force. Not the infantry. Now, is it S? No, it's not S. Is it enter? Is it... He's already out of supply. Space. So the keys is that it's not very clear which key is it. So I don't want to unsupply a decent unit. He's already out of supply. You. Enter. Oh, for God's sake. It's not enter. Right. Find a crap unit that's crap at the back. You. Enter. For God's sake. Sorry, folks. If you knew what the command was, it would be helpful. You at the back. No. You at the back. At the back. Come on. Not the Soviet infantry, not Soviet armour. It was enter. Q means go to next unit. He's out of supply, he can't move. The civil guards are going to advance next to the enemy. The assault guards are going to capture Saragossa and then stop because I'm stupid. You can still move there. The Catalan militias capture Belkite. And these Italians are coming up the coast, or where they are, so we're going to send our Soviet infantry, who can move 3 spaces to protect Alicante. You can't move because you're shit. Soviet armour into there. You get to move 3 spaces. The assault guards into Guadalajara. And the International Brigade are going to try and stop them going up the coast. Desperately. Now the Spanish Air Force are down here. Can I move them anywhere? Not to Laura del Rio. I think they're trapped in the southeast corner. And they can't go anywhere. Because I've lost that. Everyone's out of range. Because they have to go to a friendly city, you see. And everyone else is pretty much stuck. So press break to go to the next turn. Combat phase. You've got Soviet armour and the Soviet Air Force somewhere to attack these guys. 1-to-1 odds. Do spend extra resources to attack, and it's an exchange result, which is good for us because we're going to expend one of our crap units. One of our crap units with a enter, and then him to advance. I don't know why he couldn't attack. I think because he was on the square with the enemy, and that's not worth attack. Actually, yeah, the Catalan militias and the Basque militias are going to attack this unit on. Wait, do you mind? 246. I've got a unit selected. Possibly the Spanish armour. That's why. Sorry, folks. So Q, and I can't have 2 air units. There's a stack there. So I don't know what that. I don't know how. Because there's a little symbol which is 2. There are 2 boxes, means it's a stack. Now what I don't know is how to get. Here we are. That's attacked. I think it's because I've got the Air Force. No. Okay. I don't know why I can't attack. There we are. Attack. Oh, we've attacked. 2-to-1 odds, and we've lost a unit. This is bad. So we're going to lose this one. And the baddies are going to recapture the towns of San Sebastian and Iran. This is not so good. But fortunately, though, we've got some more reinforcements from the Soviet Union. Mother Russia is helping out of the goodness of its heart. Soviet infantry arriving in Valencia. 27-5. 22 to the nationalists. This is a bad thing. And I believe that's the end of the game. I didn't concede. He just gone, don't be back to the menu.